Today, the Pimax Crystal Light is transporting me into the cockpit of the A-10 Thunderbolt II, also known as the Warthog. And I don't know why I've never flown this aircraft. I think I just forgot that it came with the Flaming Cliff package, and we've got the Flying Yankee skin on our A-10A, which is the older version of the A-10, and that black smoke down there is my target, the Su-25T, and that's the more advanced free-to-play variant. Probably it'd be more respectful to have the support aircraft attacking ground units on the front line, but both of these being flying tanks, I wanted them to dogfight. The server is DCS Dogfighters, and we also wanted to use Fox 2s, and while I did just want to dogfight the base model Su-25, the T variant was the only one on this server that had missiles. And this is my very first time using the weapons of the A-10, so I'm not familiar at all with the HUD, the missiles, or the funnel, but I like to fire my missiles sometime even if I know I don't have the shot, causing the other player to cut their burner so I can then close in with my gun. And then I remembered, oh yeah, these planes don't have afterburner, so it doesn't even matter. They can both fly in full throttle and then just dump a ton of flares, making it super hard to land a missile shot. Now I'm very familiar with the funnel of the F-16 Viper. I'll try to pull the hostile down the funnel until both wings are touching the sides of the funnel. Let's finish him off with a missile. I put him in the bore sight, but then when I pull too much lead, I lose the ground and have to ease back. I'm not sure if these 9 mics are M's, but they're definitely not X's, as he doesn't even flare and he still outturns that missile. At this range, this will be a perfect opportunity to practice using the funnel.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Overall, the Su-25T is an improved version of the base Su-25. It's got more advanced capabilities like a full HUD, the Shook-Vol targeting system, additional guided weapons, awesome TV, but it is heavier and less agile. So if you're just dogfighting, I'm not sure if it's worth the trade-off.
Round 2.
Another reason I wanted to fly this aircraft, let's be honest, it's the cannon. You're basically flying a gun with wings. It's the General Electric GAU A-8 Avenger 30mm hydraulically driven 7-barreled Gatling-style autocannon. Rate of fire 3,900 RPM with 1,174 rounds.
That's how America does it, and it's worked out pretty well so far.
So I don't see the Su-25. There he is. So it looks like I'm pretty late on this merge. The Su-25 is already on the deck. It looks like he got down well before I did. I mean, he is, it looks like inches above the water. So already this is not going to be an ideal merge for me. We'll do the best we can from here. So even with the bad merge, it looks like the A-10A just outperforms the Su-25T, and I don't know the rate speed of the A-10. When I googled it, it says it's around 227 knots. I think I fly around at around 250, and it says that in a dive I can get up to 420 knots, but I think the original Thunderbolt's actually faster. But this thing's not built for dogfighting, it's built to put holes in tanks. Ooh, looks like that one round took his wing off.
Whoa! Looks like when they made this fella, they forgot to put in the quid.
This is a good opportunity to practice the missiles.
You can't be too careful.
I pulled too far and then had to relax again. I'm not sure if you can hold the uncage button and then pull lead.
Wait a minute!
It did look like his wing grew back, but that's just a replay glitch. Ammo wasting time. Now time for a swim.
Round 3.
One thing I didn't realize about these flying tanks is that the A-10 is slightly bigger. It's also heavier by almost 3.5 tons. And while they do have almost the same amount of hard points, I think the A-10 has 11 versus the Su-25's 10. The A-10 can carry almost twice the payload at almost 8 tons versus the Su-25's 4.4 tons. And I am way up here above him. I need to make sure I don't lose visual, but I'm going to try to merge by coming straight down on top of him.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I'm going to split S right on top of him. We can't fire until after we merge, so it's going to make this merge feel very awkward. One thing I didn't calculate is how fast I'm going to be going, and you can really see how bad my plane's shaking from the speed. There's the merge, so now the guns are hot. Now watch as I try to line the funnel up with both wings of the Su-25.
Lucky.
We scored some hits, and it looks like he lost a flap. We're coming around into a very good firing position. Pretty low aspect at that. Now we've got him damaged, so we'll just finish him off with a missile. I've got really good tone this time. The Su-25 can drop a plethora of flares, showing just how hard it is to kill with a missile, and he tightens up his turn so it'll be a moment before we can launch another missile. From what I've seen online, I believe the A-10 outrates the Su-25, but the Su-25 is faster and has a better climb rate. He drops an exorbitant amount of flares in preparation for my launch. I get the tone but then overpull. Let's just keep pulling and go with the gun. There we go. Now he's leaking a ton of fuel, and he might have dumped all his flares. Let's try to end it with a missile. Considering how big the rounds are coming out of the A-10, just think at how armored that Su-25 is. Now we've got really good tone. Who's gonna hit the water first? Looks like a tie. Oh, and he's safely ejected. Nice. I'll join him and go for a swim with him. It's the final round, and I've really enjoyed this A-10A. I can't believe in 2 years I've never flown this. I guess now I really need to get the A-10C, the full fidelity version. I've seen it has a helmet mounted queuing system, and I'd really like to know, do they perform the same, or is one better in dogfighting than the other? Let me know in the comments if I need to get the full fidelity version. And I am flying straight towards this dot, which I thought was a Su-25. That's actually me in a parachute. If I kill myself, does that mess with the time continuum?
Oh, great Scott! The consequences of that could be disastrous.
There he is to my right, and surprisingly, I'm the one that keeps going up into the vertical, even though the Su-25 should have a better climb rate. The T version that he's flying is just so much heavier and less maneuverable than the base model, so I'm surprised he's staying in the horizontal. We get a really good tone on our missile.
Not even close, baby! Technoblade never dies!
We'll get him with the gun. Maybe. I thought I had him in the funnel pretty good there, but totally missed. And see, when he goes up, he starts to pull away from me. I have to dive down low a little bit just to stay in the turn with him. We get another chance at lining up a missile. He dumps a lot of flares. Oops, pulled off of him. And you can see this is a good track. It just can't overcome all these flares. Well, it's all gun practice from here, and you can tell by how small he is in the funnel that this is a pretty long shot. I'm still getting used to the funnel, and I need a little more practice in the A-10, but honestly, I'm entertained just watching the gun spin. With my aim, we're gonna need to get a lot closer if we stand a chance of landing any of these shots. So close, but now he's starting to pull away again. It's like right when I fire, the funnel bounces. I'm gonna come around one more time, and then I'm just gonna hold the trigger down until I hit him. There we go, knocked off his vertical stabilizer. There's black smoke coming out of him, and then finally it looks like he's slowing down. Maybe. Honestly, the Su-25 is so much faster than the A-10, he could probably just extend away if he wanted to. I'm sure this fight would be so much different if we were dogfighting the base model Su-25, as that jet is lighter, faster, and more maneuverable. That's another reason if you don't have the Flaming Cliffs package, you should get it, because it comes with the Su-25 base model, and you already get the T model for free, but I'll see if DCS Dogfighters will switch out the T model for the A. I feel like that'd be more fair in the dogfight. Excuse me, sir. We had to cut our way through him. The shortest path was a straight line. I really love everything about the A-10A, and for a Flaming Cliffs module, the detailing on it, even in VR, looks amazing. And before I forget, Pimax is doing another flash sale coming up July 27th, so stay tuned for that.